So, Crash Andrews offering $20 to bribe me into trading for Alex Turcotte. You know what? Yeah. $20, Crash. I will trade for it. Yeah, make it 30. I might consider it. I don't know. $50 to not, $50 to not do. Oh, D-Rex. I mean, that works for me. $50 to tell Crash Andrews to piss off. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. Do I hear 100? How badly do you actually want Alex Turcotte? Do I hear 70, 75, 75, 80, 85, 82, 82, 50, 82, 50. $30 US is 900 Canadian. Fair. I was going to donate, but Endo calling it blood money made it less attractive. Fair. Fair. All right. Let's keep moving. We'll see what happens. Ryan Suter, the new head coach of the Nashville Predators, until chat decides to call him a taxi, which would be a huge help to me. Let's be honest. Welcome in, Ryan Suter. Camden Manderville, great name, goes to Vegas instead. We're going to have a lot of coaching and scout offers here, and unfortunately the coaching offers aren't going that too well. I mean, Ryan Suter, back to the team that drafted him. I mean, it's a fun story. He's just not great. I blew up the taxis. Oh, God. All right, so a whole lot of scouts. Let's double check where we are. As just like that, Ryan Suter, the taxi's been called for you. 45,000 channel points. Ryan Suter, you're fired. Catcher, my apologies for the cap whale. Hopefully this helps. Catcher, thank you for the $5. Ryan Suter, goodbye. Harry Potter wave to you. Ryan Suter is gone. Immediately has the cab called for him. He lasted like 2 days. 2 goddamn days. And you guys fired Ryan Suter immediately. That is harsh. That is very, very harsh. Can I meta it and re-sign him? I could technically re-sign him, but I think that would be cheap. Because if I could do that with a C-rated coach, I could do it with an A-rated coach, and that would be unfair. Is there a way to track how much you owe coaches? No, but the answer was a lot, okay? The answer is a lot. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I gotta offer some of these guys a little bit of money. For the love of God, I need some coaches to fill out the staff. Yeah, Ryan Suter, hired and fired faster than... I forget that dude's name. There was a dude out there. I was going to default to saying Mitch Miller, too, but turns out he wasn't hired and fired all that quickly. So, Jay Marty, trade a player. All right. No, trade a player isn't mistimed. Trade a player counts at any time. The only time trade a player would not count is post-deadline, between the deadline and the draft. Trade a player is fine. It is free agency and players can be traded. Fuck. One of these days we'll get through this offseason. Offseason's brutal. It is. It is. Again, so players with no movements and no trades are currently exempt. So Yossi, Gostis Bear, and UC Saros cannot be traded. Everybody else is up for grabs, though. Everybody else is up for grabs. That includes good players and half-decent prospects. So Askarov is on the list. Carson Barnason, whatever the hell it is. Lassie Thompson. Now, see, this could fuck me over, because if it lands on someone like Lassie Thompson, I made my free agent signings defensively based on the knowledge of, oh, he'll be here. And that is no longer a guarantee. So, yeah. When's the buyout window? I think we just missed it. It's technically the re-sign phase itself. I don't think we're going to have Olsen and McKinnon in there. They're not worth that much. Actually, you know what? No, we will, because Prokop's in there, and maybe someone is the reason why we end up having to trade Luke Prokop. All right, Macklin's on the board. That would fucking suck. Got Tomasino. LaRue. We got Evangelista. Oliver Moore. Olesen. Matt Wood is on the board. Fedor Svechkov. Joachim Kamel. Reed Schaefer. We got O'Neill. Vanasayev is on the board. Kalen Lind. Kondalik. Willis. And that's that. So, one of these players is about to get traded pretty much on the spot. Who's it going to be? Who are we going to have to trade? Oliver Moore. That's not great. 76 overall at 20 years old. There's a chance he was going to make the NHL team this year. And now we have to deal him. I agree, it's not as bad as it could have been. But it's still not great. And that's if somebody wants him. If nobody wants him, I have to fucking spin it again. Oh my god, I gotta trade this guy. I can't do that deal from the Bruins. Again, I can't get back. Jordan Stahl in a third. Oh, and there's the Melnick rule from Popcorn Chicken. I knew that was coming. Free Falling also used the Melnick rule. So we're only going to acknowledge one of those. I won't say they cancel out. I wouldn't say they stack. So, there are 33 trade offers. Double negative's a positive. The bottom line is, double negative doesn't cancel out. I won't be a dick. But we will, you know, unfortunately for Free Fall, and he wasted his points a little bit because Popcorn Chicken beat him to the punch. That's all. That's all. So, we got pick a number. And it's going to be between 1 and 33. Number 28. If it's a trade I can't accept, I have to accept it. Ryan O'Reilly is once again a Nashville Predator as we acquire him and a 4th round pick from the Blues for Oliver Moore. Welcome back, Ryan O'Reilly. Of all the fucking people it could have landed on, it was Ryan O'Reilly to bring him back. Oliver Moore is gone. Back for more. Well done. All right, let's see. These coaches are being difficult. Pinto has accepted the offer. Jaden Struble, as an overpayment, is here. Gage Alexander, our goalie signing. Stella Dansk did not go with us. Kyle Palmieri has accepted. The cap whale himself. Kyle Palmieri. 2 years, $9 million. Thankfully, did not end up with the no movement clause. But for the moment, Kyle Palmieri is on this team. Now we wait. The X Factor hasn't happened yet because the roster wasn't set. I think we don't know who's going to make the team. So I figured we'd wait until the team was established instead of... So, you know, we could have done it based off of who was there, but I would have had to put a bunch of prospects who might not even make the team. So, all right. So now we wait for Shane Pinto. And then we still have to fire a random scout and add an X Factor to somebody. So... let me see. We might be down to 17 scouts. No, okay. We still have scout offers out there. Coaching-wise, this still hasn't gone very well. We're still waiting to hear from Noonan, so Let's give it a minute, and we'll wait to see what happens with Shane Pinto. See what we got. A lot of scouts are now declining. I don't think we're going to get an answer about Shane Pinto here. Yeah, Paul Mary was playing next to... there we go. Paul Mary was playing next to Connor Bedard last season. Forced offer sheet in effect. For a second-round pick, we have signed Shane Pinto to a 2-year deal worth $4 million. Again, as an RFA, we don't have to worry about no trades or no movements. It's UFAs only. So Shane Pinto is also on this team. Ryan O'Reilly's here. Our center depth is actually not looking that bad. So, and Moore. Yeah, Pinto and O'Reilly over Moore is honestly not that bad, yeah. Shane Pinto, welcome in. All right. So we need one more non-goalie coach. I'd love for it to be Clifford Forrest, who was on our team last season. We'll see if Mr. Forrest will sign. Do I have 20 scouts? I do not. I desperately need another scout. And there are a lot of teams interested in these remaining scouts. So, all right. So yeah, add an X factor and then fire one of these scouts once we end up hiring them is what we are currently waiting for. I also have RFAs I have to worry about. Mr. Webster, good to see you. How was Blood and Guts? It was a hell of a lot of fun. It was a hell of a lot of fun. An AEW show live is always a good time. Quite violent indeed. All right. We still have some RFAs to worry about. $30 million in cap space. We were going to explore an Askarov trade. Then there's Tomasino, Evangelista. I think we need to go back and, again, explore the idea of an Askarov trade. He's looking for way too much money. He's already a starter. We can't get rid of UC. Askarov has to go. And Barneson, however, I'm going to always just go with Barneson at this point. Does Elite Prospects have a name pronunciation up for Carson? That's the real question. You have a name pronunciation up, or am I going to have to go to YouTube for this shit? Yeah, they don't even have one for him. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Someone was telling me I was saying it the wrong way, and now I just see it every time. Be quiet, Spotify. What the hell is your name, Carson? Tell me how to say your last name. How do you say your last name? Carson. Bjarnason, like he's fucking Norwegian. Sweet. Shout out to Bjarnason. Love to see it. All right. So yeah, Askarov, we need to see if anyone's interested in you. If not, I'm going to hope for the offer sheet. Can't take that deal. Again, can't get more than one pick back. That's Miles Wood. I was so excited that it was Matthew Wood for a second. But, I mean, a third Ethan Bear and Miles Wood. I don't even know if Ethan Bear would fit. Trade number 3 is a fourth. Tanner Pearson and Ethan Bear. Bear Wood in the fourth. Jesus. Colorado's just offering everything they can think to. Shout out for the follows there. I'm just appreciate both of you. Grizzlick Bear and a set. Jesus. Colorado wants him badly. Badly. Ross. Dude, it's all Colorado. Colton and Bear. New Jersey's offering Siegenthaler. I won't be able to use him. It's 2 picks anyway. Well, son of a bitch, if I'm trading him, it's to Colorado. At least if it's on its own. I gotta see if I can pair him with anything. Colorado is desperate for this guy. They didn't offer me Lehkonen. Ross Colton's got 2 years left at $4 million. Matt Grizzly could be good for the third pair. Pearson is a depth forward at this point now. That's scary. Miles Woods a depth forward. Ethan Bear. I don't think there was no, there was a Bear and Grizzlick. I mean, obviously I'd want more for Askarov, but the idea of getting Grizzlick and Ethan Bear for our third pairing wouldn't be the worst. But yeah, I need to find a way to get more back for him, or I can just wait. He's got to get traded at some point, though. Willsby, I'm willing to give another chance to. Tomasino, I mean, we know Turcotte will show up. Erik Karlsson. Karlsson in a second for Phil Tomasino. Kyle Palmieri's trade value, that's not 100% accurate, but goddamn. Yeah, nobody wants him. Evangelista. Danila Yurov. Elias Lindholm, that's an expensive contract. I actually can't take it 2 draft picks, damn it. I mean, Luke Evangelista would be a 1-for-1 swap with Danila Yurov. According to this, Yurov has a higher potential. Evangelista's a legitimate second-line forward, though. The problem is he wants to be paid like it. Like, immediately. He has no interest in a bridge deal. Gross looks at the router password. It's true. It's true. All right. That center depth all of a sudden is actually looking pretty good. O'Reilly, Pinto, and Macklin. Although, please tell me O'Reilly's the third liner. Okay, good. I mean, we can run Pinto and Macklin as a 1-2 for the moment. We'll see if those plans change. So if we were to use the Askarov, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means we got 1, 2, 3, 4 picks over. So we are going to have to get rid of some draft picks at some point here. What if I were to add my own third? Siegenthaler in a second, but again, Siegenthaler doesn't work. I'd have to move out. What side? I'm pretty sure he's a left side defenseman. Siegenthaler. He's only a top 6. I mean, he's one of the best defensive defensemen in the league, but that'd be pretty expensive to have for a third pairing defenseman. But again, he is one of the best DFDs in the league. The problem is, I mean, again, you look at who we're giving up. We want to get more back in the deal. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the moment. I don't immediately have to sign him. I do want to go to RFAs, so Askarov will leave there. Adam Willsby, I can't imagine is asking for that much money. I will give him exactly what he's looking for money-wise. That's fine by me. Luke Prokop. We can bump it up to a 3-year deal. Keep Luke around. Tomasino wants 6.5. That's not bad. That's not bad. Patrick, I never saw it. No. Man, that's not bad, though. 6.5 for 3 years. He'd still be an RFA when the deal's up. Evangelista no longer wants $7 million. We could drop it down to 3 years at over $4 million, but still, he'd be an RFA when it's up. And then Olesen, I mean, a 3-year. Yeah, you know, I think now we got to start. Now we got to start finding common ground with these guys and getting these deals signed. Gibbons, what's going on? The only one that we're not, immediately looking to sign is Askarov because we know he has to go. So Tomasino, we can try the 85% trick here for Mr. Tomasino to make this an even better deal. I can't guarantee that he'd take it, but it would be about $5.6 million for 3 years, which would be an incredible bridge deal. Evangelista will go 3 years so that he's still an RFA. That would be 3.55 on 85%. And then Oscar Olesen, bump that up to 3 years. Again, only allowed to move the contract length by 1 in either direction. 145 for 3 years. Now that these guys have come down on their price, pretty good contracts. Fanasayev wants to get paid. I'm willing to do that, though. 215 for 2 years. See if he can get better. I mean, we have the cap space to do it. And then there's Burke on a 2-year deal. So literally, it's just Askarov that we're waiting for. He's the only one that I'm wanting to leave the team. I mean, Tomasino, if he were to get a qualifying offer, we'd have to explore it, but it's also not completely necessary. Wrath, take it easy, by the way. Oh, man, a lot of these scouts are saying no. We're not used to that. Olesen signs, which is good. Askarov has to leave because we have UC Saros as a starter, and we have to play players within their role, and they're both listed as starters. Adam Wilsby has accepted Afanasayev, Nolan Burke, Luke Prokop. Tomasino rejects. Evangelista signs. So Tomasino was the only player to reject the offer. About 5.5 for 3 years. We need you, Phil. Goalie should be the one exception. It doesn't necessarily have to follow the real life situations, but I like it for the sake of the challenge. Goalies are weird anyway, you know. K-Flow, appreciate the follows. Oh god, all the good scouts are gone, man. 17 teams are going after a C-rated scout, so we are going to be very short-handed in terms of scouting this season. Very, very short-handed. Tomasino rejects again, but he's still not getting any offers from anybody. Problem is, I think if Tomasino was going to get hit with an offer sheet, it would have happened already. Going back to 5.5 for 3 years, and we'll see what's up. K-Flow, welcome in, though. Welcome in. Again, I know my streaming time is not great for everybody, but happy to have you here live and in the moment. Yeah, Tomasino is refusing to sign for that cheap, unfortunately. That's what I didn't want to happen. He's dropped the years down to 1, which means I can only bump it up to 2. I mean, granted, we'll still have the RFA years. I mean, Phil, I'm going to drop you down to $5 million now. I mean, I can afford to play hardball here. Because at this stage, somebody might offer you, you know, I'm going to get that offer sheet in there, and that could be beneficial to me. A lot of people are happy I'm at least trying to keep him. Hey, the longer this goes on, the better it is for her morale, apparently. So that's good. That's good. Ooh, he's gone up on his price, though. He's getting mad. He's getting mad. He's gone up on his asking price. 5.25 for 2 years, Phil. I'm going to play hardball here. As we head into August. Rejected again. Neither side. We need arbitration. Neither side is willing to budge. We'll drop it. Actually, we'll go right back to the same offer of 5.25. Go right back to 5.25. Mr. Tomasino rejects again. I think he's getting rejected more than me at the bar. All right. All right, back to 2 years. Phil, I'm not budging here, buddy. I'm not budging. I'm going to go 5 million even. Funny, I know it was a joke. I know you're busy with franchise, but quickly, if you can, any predictions for new franchise mode features? Here's the issue. Through my affiliation with EA, I know exactly what's coming for this game, and I don't feel like getting sued. So, God damn it, Phil! Take the contract. Jesus. I have never seen someone hold their ground like this. $5 million over 2 years. Come on. Come on. Please. Oh, yeah. Hey, what? Do you have some sort of plan for Phil? I sure do. He just won't sign. God damn it, Phil. Are we getting details anytime soon? That I actually do not know. I do not. I don't. I hope so, because I know people are getting antsy, but I legitimately don't know when they're planning on revealing anything. We're going to go $5 million for 2 years, Phil. Come on. I'm not budging. Crash Andrews uses no deal. There it is. So if he doesn't accept that, we have to stop negotiating. All right. Come on, Phil. All right, we're done talking to Phil Tomasino. Which means he could realistically sit out the entire season, which means I might have to trade him. So that's a bit rough. That is a bit rough, but we'll see what's up. I mean, if we were to trade Tomasino, I don't know if Turcotte would still be out there. He's our second most valuable player. Right now, there's no trade offers for him, so we got nothing for Tomasino. What about Askarov? Colorado again? Leave me alone. Colorado just determined to screw me over and dump cap space. What about the two of them together? I'll try it once. I doubt it because it's way too much. I mean, it is true Tomasino could accept an offer sheet. The problem is it won't be for as much money as it would have been at the start of the year. So him accepting an offer sheet right now, or at the start of free agency, him accepting an offer sheet right now would actually be incredibly harmful. But that is true. If he gets offer sheeted, I could accept the terms and be fine. So that's kind of the only way we'll get to keep him. What a weird off season, and we're not even done. We still have to fire a random scout. We weren't even able to fully fill out a coaching staff, which is ridiculous. Old Clifford Forrest would accept. That would be great. That would be wonderful. And again, we know we're not getting any other scouts, so we can optimize that right now at least. I don't know how we're going to. We need a WHL scout. Someone in the dub. We need a U.S. Central. And a U.S. West. I got to decide what regions aren't going to get scouted at all, which kind of sucks. But all right, let's move you over to the West. This is almost as dysfunctional of an organization as the Coyotes. Almost. All right, we almost have every EuroLeague, which is nice. I need Pacific Central North. Pacific Central and North. We need an AHL Atlantic. Again, we have to scout NHL and AHL now in a series like this. NHL is good. All right, so we are a little bit short. We're going to move you to the SHL. We're going to move you to the SHL. Much this game isn't great. I miss doing franchise thing. Been a long while. I mean, that's how you know franchise is looking a little bit better than gameplay, especially by July, as even Sleeves has jumped on the bandwagon. Although, in fairness, Sleeves over the last few years has done stuff franchise-wise towards the end of the year. But that's how you know. Franchise mode reigns supreme, I tell you. We're going to go with a Russian scout, I think. And then there is a chance that they're going to get fired. So, we got to pick a number between 1 and 18. And whoever that lands on is fired. Number 18. So that will be the Russian scout. If I'm not mistaken, because that's right down at the bottom. Say goodbye to the Russian scout. That is our fire random scout done and dusted, which is good. Anyone play FHM? I do play a fair amount of FHM. Not as much as I want to, but, you know, it's a good mode. Buck with a second fire random scout. All right. Well, let's pull a number between 1 and 17. Number 6. The large fry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our AHL Central Scout, Kurt Coe. Bane is also gone. Cool. So our scouting department is not looking so hot. We don't have Phil Tomasino signed. We are going to get a player with an additional X factor once we establish the team, but how much is that going to help? I'm honestly not sure.